and welcome to Kids Mind, where we learn, we laugh, and we explore. I'll be your teacher, Teacher Azaria, and today I'll be sharing with you a very interesting story from the Bible. Kids, would you like to join me today? Really? Great. So kids, before we continue, don't forget to follow us on our social media pages at GBS TV Africa, and also you can send us an SMS through the SMS line 21144. Kids, are you ready to listen to our today's Bible story? Are you ready to listen? Let's go! So kids, our today's Bible story will come from the book of Judges chapter 13. A story about a very mighty man. Do you know who the man was? Of all the stories you have ever heard from the Bible, can you guess? Yes, that's correct. Samson. So today we are going to learn about a story about Samson, how he was born and till his death, okay? So kids, long time ago, in a place named Zorah, there lived a man named Manoah. A man named Manoah, yes. And he had a wife, but his wife was barren. She could not bear children. And this really made her so sad. But one day, an angel of the Lord appeared to her, and he said unto her, "Hey, you know what? Today you are barren, but let me tell you, you are going to conceive and bear a son." And she was so happy. Yes, when we hear good news sent from above, we all become happy. So she was happy, and she ran so fast to tell her husband. What was the name of the husband? Kids, what was the name of the husband? Manoah, that's correct. So as she went and shared with Manoah. And Manoah could not believe this. But since it came from his wife, he went and inquired from the Lord. "Oh dear Lord, please let this man come again. Let this man come again." And as his wife was in the field, the angel of the Lord came to visit again. And by her seeing him, she ran so fast. And she went to Manoah and told him, "Hey Manoah, you know what? The man came again and he's in the field. So come, let's go and you see him." So they went together. But when the angel of the Lord spoke to his wife, he gave her some condition. This is what he told her. "You should not drink wine, any strong drink, or take any food which is considered as unclean." So when Manoah came to the angel of the Lord, he didn't know that he was an angel of the Lord. So he came and told him, "So what you said is true. Is my wife going to conceive?" And he told him, "Yes, but you should assist her to keeping that which we have commanded of her. Not to drink wine, any strong drink, or do what? Eat any food which is considered as unclean." And he said, "Oh, please, let us go and prepare some delicious food for you." And they went and came back with a kid and meat. But Manoah insisted to know the name of the man. And he asked him, "What's your name?" He did not talk. He asked him again, "Please tell me your name, that when the sayings come true, we shall honor you." And the angel of the Lord said unto him, "Hey, why are you still insisting in knowing my name when you can see it's a secret?" And so, instead of him eating of the food that it was prepared for him, they went and offered a burnt sacrifice unto the Lord. And as the flame went up to heaven, the angel of the Lord did a very wondrously thing. As the flame went up, it went up with it too. And they could see that Ah, really, this man was sent from heaven by God. And they bowed down their heads, and Manoah was so scared. And he told his wife, "We shall surely die because we have seen the face of the Lord." But his wife told him, "You know what? We shall not die. If we were to die, then the Lord will not have sent this message unto us." So they kept the condition. But still, there was this other condition that the angel of the Lord told the woman. The angel of the Lord told the woman, I can see that you are listening keenly. Yes, this is what the angel of the Lord said to the woman. "When you shall not drink what? Any strong drink, wine, or eat anything that is unclean. But also you shall not put a razor upon his head, for God will consider him as a Nazarite." Yes, so the hair of the child should not be shaven. So the lady conceived, and they called the child Samson. Wow, just like you. Hey, Samson. Yes, they called the name of the child Samson. And days passed by, he grew, and the more he grew, he was continuing to become strong, and he had such beautiful and long hair. Can you shake your head for me? Let me see your long hair. So sad to those who don't have long hairs. Yes, he had a very long hair and 7 dreadlocks. Yes. So one day he went to a place named Timnah. Repeat after me. Timnah. Great. He went to a place named Timnah. And there he saw a very beautiful lady. She was so fair to look at. And he wanted to marry her. So he went to his parents and told them, "Hey, mother and dad, you know what? I've seen a very beautiful lady and I want to marry her." But his parents were so furious on him, and they asked him, "Of all the ladies from your people, you couldn't even see one fair lady? Why did you go to the Philistines?" During that time, the Philistines they ruled over the children of Israel. So they were like slaves. So his parents were very angry, and they told him, "No, you are not going to marry a Philistine." But Samson looked at his father and told him, "Father, I said I'm going to marry that Timnite lady, and I want her." And he went. And they had no choice. So him, together with his family, went to the family of that fair lady. And as they walked, Samson met a very strong animal. Which is the strongest animal in the jungle? Who knows the answer? Who knows the answer? Which is the strongest animal? Yeah, it's also furious. It roars. Which animal roars? A lion. Yes, it met a young lion and it came running and roaring onto him. But he took it by his mouth and he killed it using his mighty hands. And he did not share it with his parents, neither did he tell anyone about it. So they went down to the house of the young lady, and they had to prepare a wedding for him. So the young lady invited 30 of her relatives to come. And when they came, Samson gave them a riddle, and he told them, "If you answer the riddle for me, I'm going to give you, by the end of the occasion," it was to happen for 7 days, okay? 7 occasional days, okay? So at the end of it, they were to give Samson an answer for the riddle. So he told them, we can find that in chapter 14, we can find that in chapter 14, verse 12. And Samson said unto them, I will now put forth a riddle unto you. If ye can certainly declare it me within the 7 days of the feast, and find it out, then I will give you 30 sheets and 30 change of garments. But if you cannot declare it to me, then you shall give me the 30 sheets and 30 change of garments. And they said unto him, Put forth the riddle, that we may hear it. And then Samson said unto them, Out of the eater came forth meat, and out of the strong came forth sweetness. And they could not in the 3 days expound the riddle. So they went and talked to the young lady, and she was pleased with Samson. And a time came when Samson went back. And he said, let me pass to see the remains of the lion that I had killed. So he went. Do you know what he found? Yes, in the skeleton of the head of the lion, he found honey. It was super, super sweet. And he had some and packed some in a can and took it to his parents. Yes, he took it to his parents. Even you, when you find something sweet and delicious, you can buy it for your parents, right? Yes. So he took it to his parents. And he did not tell them where he took it from and how he did get it. Only he himself knew that it was from the dead lion. So they organized a feast because of Samson. He had to marry, right? Yes. So during the feast, his wife called her relatives, and they came 30 of them. How many? 30. And he gave them a riddle during the feast. And we can find that in chapter 14, verse 12. And Samson said unto them, I will now put forth a riddle unto you. If ye can certainly declare it me within the 7 days of the feast, and find it out, then I will give you 30 sheets and 30 change of garments. But if ye cannot declare it me, then shall ye give me 30 sheets and 30 change of garments. And they said unto him, Put forth thy riddle, that he may hear it. And he said unto them, Out of the eater came forth meat, and out of the strong came forth sweetness. And they could not in 3 days expound the riddle. And it came to pass on the 7th day that they said unto Samson's wife, Please go and tell your husband. Just go sweet talk him so that he can tell us the riddle. But as she went, and Samson could not hear her. And again she went, but still Samson could not hear her. But they went and told her, if you're not going to tell us the riddle, we are going to burn you and your father, because you have brought us here to embarrass us. We are 30. We should know about the riddle. So she went and told Samson, Please, if you love me, declare unto me the riddle. And Samson said unto her, in verse 16, And Samson's wife wept before him and said, Thou doest but hate me, and lovest me not. Thou hast put forth the riddle unto the children of my people, and hast not told it to me. And he said unto her, Behold, I have not told it my father nor my mother. And shall I tell you? What should I tell you? I have not even declared it to my parents. And she really cried. And then Samson now declared this unto her. In verse 18, What is sweeter than honey, and what is stronger than the lion? So she ran very fast and told it to her people. So when Samson came to the feast, they said unto him, You said if we won't declare this riddle before the the feast ends, you are going to give us 30 sheets and 30 garments. Now, we are going to declare it unto you. So when Samson asked, they said unto him, what is sweeter than honey, and what is stronger than the lion? And he said unto them, if you have not inquired from my wife, you would have not known of it. So Samson went away. But as he went, do you know what happened? Something unfair happened. Samson's wife was given to his friend. Yes, instead of him marrying his wife now married his friend. But he knew not of it. So when he came back with a gift to the family of the young lady in chapter 15. But it came to pass within a while after, in the time of wheat harvest, that Samson visited his wife with a kid. And he said, I will go into my wife into the chamber. But her father would not suffer him to go in. He really wanted to go and visit his wife, but his father-in-law would not allow him. And he was like, why are you not allowing me to see my wife? And his father-in-law asked him, I thought you didn't love her. I thought you hated her. So we gave her to your friend. And Samson became very furious. How could you give my wife to my friend? She is my wife. So this made him so furious. And he went and took 300 foxes. And he tied them by their tails. And he lit up the tails and let them go into the farms of the Philistines. And it burnt up their wheat. And so the Philistines, seeing this, they were so angry and asked, who dared to do this? So some people said, it is Samson, the son-in-law of the Timnite. And so they went and burnt her together with her father. And also Samson said to himself, for thou have done this to me, so I'm going to do this also unto you. So he went and killed many of the Philistines because they have burnt up his wife and his father-in-law. And also they asked him, why did you do this? Again he said, because you have done this unto me, so I've done it unto you. So kids, to continue with our story, don't forget to follow us at GBS TV Africa. We are going to continue with our episode. Okay, kids? So I hope you've learned, you laughed, and you explored. I have been your teacher, Teacher Azaria. See you next time. Bye-bye.